Hey Scorpio, how are you doing? Welcome to your December reading. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your love and your support. We're going to see what messages need to come through for you for the month of December, see what you can expect, get you some insight, guidance, overall see what's going on, what's coming towards you, and just overall how you can handle / work with these energies. We have this new moon in Sagittarius tomorrow, so this is a really good time for setting your intentions of what you'd like for this next month or so. It's about really looking at the bigger picture. We've got that Jupiter energy helping us expand and build on our dreams. Jupiter is the planet of abundance too, of good luck, wealth, and just really likes to expand. Okay, so think big, Scorpio. Think big. What's going on for Scorpio in December 2023? What's going on for my Scorpio? So we have the hummingbird, we have the mouse. I'm going to get you one more. And the shark. Oh, this is interesting. We have the bee at the bottom of the deck, the tarantula, and the bear. So you have, this is a very interesting energy, Scorpio. Starting off with this hummingbird. Hummingbird, this is about returning to that sweetness, returning to that nectar, returning to something that really uplifts and rejuvenates you. Sometimes this card comes out when there is like a past situation you're returning to, or there's something from your past that you're returning to that like uplifts you. It's something positive from your past that you treasure, that is meaningful to you, that has a lot, it just means you have a lot of care for this, you have a lot of enjoyment from this. There's something that you love that you're returning to. It brings you joy, it brings you fulfillment, it brings you calmness, and just like, you know, it just makes things better. So there's something from your past, there's something that maybe you took a break from, or something that you had to kind of put on the back burner. It seems like you're returning to something with like a new approach. It's sweet, it's nice, it's very positive. Like this is a very positive energy. But then we have the mouse, and the mouse is more of like this anxiousness. Like it's more of like, you know, being very, very critical of the itty bitty details, and like just hyper focusing on maybe things that are outside of your control, or I'm getting a bit of a perfectionist energy as well. And then that being paired with the shark, because the shark does talk about like fears. It does talk about things that are kind of hidden, or things that we may not be aware of, things that, you know, there's lurking in this darkness, in the depth, in the shallow, well, it's not this is not shallow. There's this, okay, maybe there's a situation where it has been shallow and it's about diving deeper to a deeper depth. So you could be returning to some sort of situation where you only were at the shallow end and now you get to the deep end. Are you getting to the deep end? Is that what freaks you out a little bit? You're returning to, so you're digging deeper, or whatever this is. Again, it brings you joy, it brings you happiness, it's sweet. That's the shallow side of it. The deeper, darker side, it's more pungent, or it's more intense. It's kind of like seasonings or like flavorings. It's like you use like a little drop. You use just like a little pinch, but for some reason it's like this, returning to whatever the sweetness is, it's like it packs a punch. Like there's this power to it. It's very powerful. And so you might be intimidated by that, or kind of like, it's not going to stop you though. It's definitely not going to stop you, because we have the bee at the bottom. That's all about putting in energy. It's kind of like Eight of Pentacles vibes. Like you are focused, you are busy, you're putting in the effort, you are dedicated, you have your intentions set, and you are actively working towards it. And then underneath that, we do have the tarantula. So I guess that could be tarantula as a choice, y'all. So you have a choice on whether or not you want to put energy into this, or to dive deeper, or to like go into the deep end. I think you will, because we have the bear underneath. That's very much kind of like full energy of new beginnings, stepping out into the unknown. The first few steps are typically the most challenging times, or the most, you know, it's a little bit, it's not always the smoothest. It might be a little rocky at times. That's why you need to watch your step and just take it nice and slow, especially as we're about to head into Mercury retrograde. We're in the pre-shadow, but this week, Mercury officially goes retrograde in Capricorn. By the end of the month, by the end of December, it'll be retrograde back into Sag. So definitely take a look into where you have Capricorn Sagittarius placements, maybe what planets you may have in those signs, or what houses those signs reside in your natal chart, if you know what your rising sign is. Give you a little bit of insight as to what might be slowing down or what you might need to kind of like backtrack a little bit or revise, review, revisit. So also, when the shark comes out, this does talk about honesty or the need to be honest about something that maybe makes you a little uncomfortable. So we'll see what this is all about. Let's get into the tarot. Let's see what you guys need to know for this month, December 2023 for Scorpio. What do my Scorpios need to know? You know, just looking at the hummingbird, obviously has a red neck, but like, I just was like hearing redneck. Are you a redneck? Or maybe, I don't know. That just really, my eyes really just were drawn to that red neck of the hummingbird. So, what's going on for Scorpio? Are you kind of like roughing it up? Like, what is this? What is this vibe? I don't know. Show me clearly what's going on for Scorpio in December 2023. What do my Scorpios need to know, look out for, or be aware of? What's coming towards Scorpio? So thanks for the stack, you guys. We have the 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords, and the 2 of Wands. So notice how this 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords is sandwiched in between these 2s, which is some sort of decision or choice to make. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Judgment reversed and the 4 of Cups. I don't think that 8 of Cups, let's see. Some sort of final judgment call that you're making in December. Now, there's an interesting take here. You may not have all the facts or information or all the details as of yet. This is at the bottom. There's something about divine timing coming out here. So, in between these choices, or one big fat choice, this may be a head over heart decision. This choice also determines whether or not you repeat a cycle or break a cycle. In between this choice, we have the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. So there's some pain that comes with this decision, or there's a lot of heavier, more intense emotions being brought up during this time, Scorpio. This could be about something you may need to be honest about or confront or deal with or look at. It's kind of like there's a wound that may need some healing, kind of like how a dog licks their wound. Like, you may have to look at confront some sort of painful situation, or that is something that you're kind of caught up in between. Do I look at this? Do I face this? Is it even like necessary at this point? Should I even bother? Or should I just keep moving forwards? 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups, 5 of Cups. So it's like there's sadness or heaviness when it revolves around you leaving something behind, or like there's just, again, like a lot of intense emotions being brought up. There's some sort of opportunity from this 9 of Pentacles to help bring you in more stability, make you know yourself more on a deeper level, help you heal. With the Star, we have Aquarius energy out here. This is helping you really unveil your most truest, authentic self through this situation. But it's intense. I will clarify this later on. But so, yeah, it's like you're sandwiched in between some sort of decision or choice, and it's like whatever you end up choosing or deciding, it still brings up these intense ass feelings. And so with that mouse, you're like, I don't know what to do about this, or just feeling very overwhelmed and feeling kind of small, almost feeling like your problems are a lot bigger than maybe they actually are. Your problems may not be as big as you may think they are, or a situation that you're dealing with that could be a bit of a struggle. It may feel like very large, but actually, like, once you pass this, you're going to realize, like, oh, that was actually not that bad, or, like, I don't know, it feels like it could just blow over, but we'll see. We'll see, Scorpio. Oh, as I split the deck, we have the Devil, Judgment. So, yeah, there's something not 100%. Something's not 100% here. It's now, earlier when I was like, the shallow versus the deep end, it's like, that you always get a warning to not dive in the shallow part of the pool. Otherwise, you're going to get hurt. I don't know why spirits make me think of that. Like the warnings, like, don't dive here. It's too shallow. Maybe you tried to dive deep into a shallow situation. I don't know. That's so weird, but that's what's coming through. So, All right, show me clearly what's going on for Scorpio in December 2023. What do my Scorpios need to know? Okay, 4 of Pentacles coming out. The Prince of Wands reverse is at the bottom, so you might be holding back from making some sort of move or taking some sort of action or waiting. There could be a delay. 2 of Cups fell out, holding on to a connection or holding back. So I can see this either way. It's actually going to determine what these 2 cards come out. Maybe I should look at those first. By the way, 222. Here's the Devil coming out and the 4 of Cups. Okay, so that was meant to be. There's something unhealthy here. We have 2 4s as well. So lots of synchronicities. We got 222. We got 44. Y'all, pay attention if you see those numbers coming up over these next couple of weeks. But yeah, so 2 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles. And then we have the Devil and the 4 of Cups. There is some... Oops. Oh my god. Trying to hold those cards, they just fell out of my hands. Spirit said, just hold those 2 for now. Okay. So there is some sort of connection here that either you are holding on to or you're holding back from. What is it? Are you holding on to something that's causing you more pain? There's something you have a difficulty with letting go or accepting, or there's some sort of control over you, or you're feeling stuck in some sort of way. Definitely feeling stuck, feeling restricted, feeling like you feel stuck on something or someone. There's like this unhealthy attachment, and it could be affecting you in many ways. It could be affecting your work, it could be affecting your relationships, it could be affecting your mental health, who knows, but it's creating stagnancy, and I think you know that, or I think you're aware of that, or you're trying to figure out how to break out of this. Let's see what's at the bottom. 9 of Cups. See, because I see this is possibly getting in the way of like your wish fulfillment or from fully truly being happy. There's like these chains that are kind of holding you back or keeping you stuck. So let's see. 7 of Wands. I think you're really needing to like set your boundaries, stand your ground. Queen of Swords at the bottom. You may really need to like cut something out or remove something from your life that isn't serving you. So it's kind of like you're needing to tighten up that bolts, tighten up those boundaries, tighten up like your standards for some of you, and to not like backtrack or Okay, let's pull a couple more. We'll see where this is going, and then we can do some clarifying. Just seen the 4 of Swords, so 444 and 222 coming through. You may need to just really focus on rest and just keep healing your heart, getting stronger mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Page of Wands trying to come out. You may have some sort of good news coming in to take your mind off of whatever this is, kind of lighten the energy. Show me clearly what else is going on for Scorpio. What can Scorpio expect moving forwards? Okay, so the 7 of Swords just came out. Can you please tell me more about this? Tell me about this. Where is Scorpio going? Thank you. Prince of Wands reversed. There feels like there's like this slipping backwards into something. Ace of Cups is at the bottom. Emotions are really on the forefront here. Your emotions are definitely playing. Oh, and look. 2. Another 2. 2. 4 2s, Scorpio, and strength. So yeah, there's like a lot of emotions you're trying to kind of work through, and they're fluctuating at times, and it's requiring a lot of strength for you to work through these emotions, and there's a lot of clarity that you're seeking in this situation. Could be dealing with a Leo. We also have Capricorn, I already mentioned that. Those are the only major arcanas that have made an appearance, and Judgment. So there could be, 7 of Swords and the Prince of Wands reverse. This is like, this is some sort of plan that's maybe not going accordingly, or like, that Prince of Wands in the reverse can represent a few things. It can be just like insecurity. It can represent somebody who isn't able to be serious or committed. This can be someone who's very like in and out or wishy-washy. If this is a person you're dealing with, this could represent like mind games or manipulation, or, you know, it's just pretty toxic, heavy, draining energy. If you're in this, maybe that's what's being brought up here, is the emotions that are tied to the situation. You keep finding yourself like backtracking or slipping back or falling into patterns, or like it could be a bit of a sabotaging energy too. Ace of Swords as well. So in between, it's funny. It's really interesting because you know how earlier we're like, okay, we have this choice, and in between this choice sandwich, we got the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords. Well, in between these aces, now we have two aces, so now it's an ace sandwich. And in between this new beginning, so new beginning in emotions, in love, in relationships, new beginning in mindsets, the way you see it, the way you speak, also clarity and just communication and stuff like that, how you're processing information. In between that is a choice here, and this choice requires you to be strong in your strength. And it's about some sort of new start or new path. And it's going back to this decision that either repeats a cycle or breaks a cycle. And I can see that it causes a lot of like discomfort and pain and ego and just yuck. So what is this, Scorpio? We're going to clarify. Why is this important for you in December? So first of all, let's take a look at this choice here, this choice sandwich, this Two of Wands, Two of Swords, and what you're gonna do here about this. All right, tell me about this Two of Wands. What's this choice, Scorpio? It's kind of caught at some sort of crossroad. Seven of Pentacles coming out here. Spirit could be saying take your time and just kind of like wait, observe before deciding. Let me just see what comes out. Two of Wands for Scorpio. Nine of Swords reverse. So I see you overcoming this like mental stress, and you are finding solutions to something that was causing you a lot of worry, a lot of doubt, a lot of sleepless nights. Let's get some more. So you're finding some sort of solution, or you're figuring your way out of a situation that has been harmful to you. Judgment reversed, also the Six of Swords in the reverse, so at the bottom of the deck. So like, again, you've been finding yourself kind of like either repeating certain patterns or finding yourself in the same loop, in the same pattern, in the same experience, taking back the same thing, place, person. Like, you know, there's this revisiting of the past, and that's kind of what the hummingbird is talking about here. And that Six of Swords reverse does talk about like returning to the past. Okay, now by you returning to this like past situation, it seems like you're overcoming some sort of like karmic cycle. You're undoing some sort of like mistake, but I don't know if it's really a mistake. Maybe you might say it's a mistake. There's something you've learned this time around, so you're correcting some sort of behavior, belief, pattern, action. Let me see what's underneath the Six of Swords reverse. Three of Swords reverse. So you're allowing yourself to, ooh, it's heavy. And then we have the Seven of Wands underneath that. You're allowing yourself to mourn or to process whatever pain that you went through in the past that maybe you didn't fully let yourself release. You're finally letting yourself feel and purge and mourn and release, and it's that wound that's healing. It's the scar that's fading. It's intense, and you know, this may be a time, Seven of Wands also underneath that, where you're feeling very much on the defense mode, or you're feeling very vulnerable, and so you may want to kind of like backtrack a little bit, or like kind of pull away a little bit, but Spirit wants you to keep going. There, you know, with Judgment reverse, look at the guy at the top. He's kind of like covering his ears. There may be some things being brought up around this time, Scorpio, that you may not want to hear, or you may not want to receive, or things that you may you know, there may have been some kind of I told you so moment. I don't know if someone kind of gave you a warning, or maybe you had a feeling but you ignored it, and now you're looking back and like, oh my god, I told you so, to like your past self or whatever. Like, you know, there might be a little bit of that energy. Now I would just say, like, looking back at this like experience or the situation, like to have a lot of compassion and patience towards yourself, because you only knew what you knew then. You did the best that you could. You can't change the past. We only have the present. So like, be kind and be gentle and be loving to yourself during this time. All right, you know, no one's perfect, and just because you may have made a mistake or you may have done something that you regret or you wish had done differently, that's okay. Like, it all happens for a reason, even if it's kind of shitty right now. But yeah, just because he has he's covering his head, it's just like there might be something that you don't want to hear, or like you're trying to avoid, or maybe that was past energy, but now I see you overcoming it, or I see you receiving what you need to know, receiving even from spirit or from your dreams, or again from your intuition. It's like there's things that maybe you didn't want to accept logically or emotionally, but like deep down in the soul you knew like you had to, and I see you overcoming that, or I see you reaching this acceptance. So what's this choice, Scorpio? Let's see. Hermit reverse trying to pop out at the top of the deck. I didn't take that though. So, but Virgo energy, if you're dealing with a Virgo, or you may need to kind of like, either you need to go into some hermit mode, some space, some time for yourself to just kind of like go inwards, or hermit in the reverse, maybe you're needing to come out of isolation. If you've been in isolation for a while, maybe it's time for you to get back out and just kind of like reconnect with others. All right, so I'm gonna look into this Four of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Oh shit, you know what just fell out, y'all? You know what just fell out? Four of Pentacles. Clarifying the Four of Pentacles. 444. Talking about this Four of Pentacles, Two of Cups. There could be someone holding back from you, or you could be holding back from someone, or maybe it's a bit of a mirroring energy. Then we have the Two of Pentacles right over here. Dude, the synchronicities in this reading is so crazy. All right, Four of Pentacles, Two of Cups for Scorpio. What's this about? Queen of Cups. So you're holding back your emotions. We have the Knight of Cups at the bottom, which is normally a very romantic, deep, emotional kind of person. So you have these deep emotions here, but I see you are like holding back from giving, because the Queen of Cups, she's holding out her cup. She's giving. She's open. She's available. She's receptive. But with that Four of Pentacles combined with this, it's like you're holding back. You're withholding your emotions. Even to yourself, right? Even to yourself, you maybe have been like holding back the tears or something like that, or holding back some form of emotional expression. All right, what else can we see about this Four of Pentacles, Two of Cups for Scorpio? Nine of Cups, which isn't that funny? I think that came out earlier. I think we've seen that nine. We did. And then the Sun reverse. See, and so there's something you want but you can't have, or you feel like you can't have, with the Fool reverse at the bottom of the deck. So I think like maybe the problem is because you're telling yourself you can't have something, so you're closing the door automatically. That might not be the case, but like, because the Nine of Cups, look at this, you're calling it in, you're attracting it in, you're using the law of attraction, you are bringing things towards you. Normally this card is all about wish fulfillment, joy, and happiness, but then the fact that it came out with the Sun reverse, y'all, and that is like the opposite of happy, joy. And so it's like, what are you calling in and attracting? You're calling in and attracting this. Because you're not giving. So basically, because you are blocking yourself, you're blocking yourself from giving or expressing or sharing. By you closing that door, it's blocking some sort of wish fulfillment from coming in. And so it's kind of like what you put out is what you receive. So if you're putting out this kind of closed off energy, you're going to receive that back, you know? Again, more Leo energy coming out here. There's this need for you to reconnect with your inner child. Don't know who needs to hear this, but you see these two little babies. There's something about you needing to reconnect with, like, you know, your younger self, or the softer, more playful, more innocent side of who you used to be before all of your traumas and painful experiences or challenges that you've went through throughout your life and how that's kind of like hardened up your shell. Even your shell, like, what are you, a Cancer? Maybe you got Cancer placements, but you know, things that have made you harder and grow tougher and colder from those experiences. It's hard to kind of like peel back those layers to reveal the more vulnerable, softer side of you. And it's like, it feels a bit of like a disconnect. There's like a little bit of a disconnect here. Are you feeling disconnected from yourself lately? If that's the case, just want to say, going back to the hummingbird, this is about you reconnecting with the things that bring you joy and pleasure and harmony. So I see in December, you're kind of on this path, on this road that takes you back to who you were before these times, before the pain. And like, I see you kind of returning back to almost a younger version of yourself before, you know, you grew cold, or I don't know, underneath the Fool reverse or the Eight of Pentacles reverse. It's interesting. See, so there's like a bit of this undoing process, or like going back to how you were before a bunch of work was done, you know, before a bunch of experience, before it's like there's this undoing process. So you're undoing something, you're unlearning, you're rewinding. So that's kind of this Mercury retrograde energy is helping you kind of like unravel a few things, a few knots, a few tough spots. Now, Four of Cups and the Devil. There's something you're not seeing. This might just be representing your mindset, the mindset that you have at this moment, or whoever I'm speaking to. The mindset might just be what is holding you back or creating this kind of stagnancy. Or let me see, how does Scorpio break out of this Devil Four of Cups mode? There's something you're not aware of. Let's see what that is. I can't speak, y'all. How about the Devil Four of Cups for Scorpio? The Devil Four of Cups for Scorpio. What is Scorpio not seeing or not aware of? Knight of Wands. There's some sort of action you need to take. Oh my god, but then look at what just flipped back out. We have the Fool reversed with the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, another two, and the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So, yeah, there's some sort of action that you are being asked to take, or you're... Oh my god. Look! Two of Cups. Two of Cups, all the twos in this reading. Two of Cups, Temperance, Ten of Swords, Five of Wands. It's like there could be some sort of conflict between you and somebody else. Could be a Sag over here. There could have been some sort of ending or fallout. And there is an opportunity with Temperance and the Two of Cups to bring healing or peace or forgiveness. Spirit was wanting you to take action. What action is Scorpio needing to take at this time? To break out of this cycle, we're gonna break out of this toxic mindset or habit, or what action does Scorpio need to take in December to get out of this kind of thunk? Devil, and what came out? The Star reverse. It didn't come out though. Thank you. Hierophant and the Three of Wands. And then we have Death at the bottom. So, Scorpio, what action are you needing to take? You're needing to take some sort of action towards your future goals and your future plans, and to stay committed to it. We have Death at the bottom with the Magician and then the Queen of Wands. So I see you want to see, or you're in the process of like working your magic here. There's some sort of change that you won't be able to come back from, / you don't want to come back from. Spirit is really wanting you to stay focused on the future and stay focused on some sort of plan and stay dedicated towards transmuting, transforming that pain. We have this kind of shapeshifter energy going on here. So I see you are in this kind of morphing state right now where you're changing, you're growing. You know, maybe it's Venus and Scorpio. Maybe that transit's helping you work through some of these relationship stuff, personal stuff, things relating to love and even finances too on a level. So there's kind of morphing, shape-shifting, transformative vibe that I see you are stepping into in December. It's helping you become higher vibes, more uplifted, more positive, more lighter, more of a free spirit with the Queen of Wands. So Spirit is really wanting you, the action that you should be taking towards, or what you should be moving your energy towards, or what you need to just kind of focus on for the rest of December, is just to stay committed to yourself and your goals and the plans and, you know, the spiritual journey that you're on. It's not easy with a Hierophant. This is Taurus energy, so this may be also highlighting some of your commitments and your contracts and, you know, marriage for a few of you. This is just about you really needing to just stay focused and have faith in yourself and your abilities, and just like trust the process. And you may not have all the answers right now, but everything's gonna fall into place. But yeah, I think that's something that, you know, you're really being asked to put your focus on, is staying consistent and committed, and know that like the process, you know, the healing process, you know, it's going to be in waves. Some days you'll make a lot of growth, a lot of movement, a lot of momentum. Some days you might have backtracks, you might slip back, but just trust the process, because you're making moves. And, you know, don't let your past hold you back, or what you coulda, shoulda, woulda. Like, you can't change the past. It is what it is, right? So, you know, maybe Mercury retrograde kind of got you feeling some type of way, but keep moving, keep grooving. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Okay, so I'm gonna leave your reading here, Scorpio. I'm sending you lots of love and positive energy your way. If this reading was helpful or insightful, let me know down in the comments below. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the info is in the description box down below, and I'm gonna let you go, Scorpio. Bye.